Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Look at this foolishness. Let me tell you something. These are scalpers. These are not resellers. Now, do they resell for profit? Yeah, a huge big problem. But you know what's the real issue? A lot of people in the video game community, and I guess say the Pokemon card community, mix these two people up. I absolutely love resellers. I hate scalpers. But video game collectors, they mix these people up. And I'm gonna tell you why. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mr. Wright. And guys, been wanting to talk about this for a long time. But before I get into it, do me a favor. It will help out the channel a lot. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications on the cell phone and on YouTube. And if you don't like the videos,
hit the dislike button too.
It all counts the same. It's all engagement. So if you hate watching, you don't like these videos, just go ahead and say, I hate them.
Get my thumbs down.
It still helps the boy out. Now, we want to talk about scalpers versus resellers. Let's just keep it to the video game community because this is what I'm a part of. I'm not a part of the Pokemon community, but guys, I feel you. If anybody who still collect Pokemon cards in the video game community, my heart is out to you guys because it is crazy. You can't get them at GameStop. You can't get them at Costco. You can't get them at Walmart, your mama house, your sister house, your daddy. You can't get these cards anywhere, but you still can get video games places. But we still have some of those same issues. That was a lot. Let me just say this right off the back, okay? Resellers are not going nowhere. I absolutely love resellers. I have a relationship with a lot of great resellers in my area. Shoot, a reseller came and bought my collection when I needed it, and it helped out so much. But scalpers, ooh, I hate you freaking scalpers. Let's go back to the PlayStation 5 30th anniversary. Oh. PlayStation 5 anniversary was a great celebration, 30 years of PlayStation. But scalpers found a greedy way to ruin it, right? Now, this is what some scalpers do. Now, the difference between a scalper and a reseller. Y'all, scalpers will say they'll buy the 30th anniversary PlayStation Pro. They'll use bots, any kind of means necessary to buy so many of these items, buy so many controllers, and then they will turn those around to try to make a super quick profit. You don't believe me? Look at the recent eBay sold on that item. Anytime it's like some great shoes come out, I wanted some nice PlayStation shoes, they buy them all up. Or during COVID, remember the PlayStation 5, guys? They bought all that stuff. People had PlayStation 5s to the wall. Those scalpers did. Those weren't resellers. Those scalpers, they were trying to flip that for a profit. And we know how that ended up on the PlayStation 5, right? When they got more supply. Some of those scalpers, you might have watching, you still got some you couldn't get rid of, huh? I see them all the time. Now, what a reseller is. Now, reseller is a legitimate business. What they go out and do, they'll go out and buy stuff sometimes at market value or below market value. And then they set up a store and sell it for profit. Matter of fact, a lot of us started in this community that way, building our collections, reselling games. Listen, reselling games to buy more games or to put food on their table, to pay a light bill, to pay a car note. We all in this community, most of us have done the reselling, and resellers do a good job sometimes. They'll take a game, they'll clean it up, restore it, bring it back. Have you seen all those busted Nintendos or Sega Genesis, old video game consoles that somebody might have bought like for $20 in the bin, restored those to glory, and sold it for market value? That is helping out the community. But let's name some of the popular resellers that a lot of people don't talk about, like Walmart, like GameStop, like Amazon. I mean, those three pretty big, right? I think a lot of people just don't get it. A lot of video game collectors don't really understand, or they mix the two up, scalpers and resellers. So in this video, I'm going to tell you why they kind of hate both scalpers and resellers, which resellers I love, scalpers I hate. They kind of share all of these traits. So one thing they share is price inflation. They like to blame us YouTubers for that too. So I guess you can add YouTubers into that, but that's not our intention when we talk about a game, especially like I love talking about PlayStation games or games that you need to buy right now, and people will see that video and they'll go out and buy that stuff. It goes up, but that's going to talk to something else later on. So like resellers like to buy these things up and put them up on auction or wherever the store and sell it for a higher price. We have been in some stores that you've seen. I just did a video about it. Like, wow, is that game so expensive? It shouldn't be. And then other times I find that game super cheap. But it's just one way why people hate. I hate when I go in the store and I know the price of a Mario game is supposed to be this much and it's this much. That kind of like burns at me. I'm like, why? I just don't like it. Number two, why video game collectors, they hate scalpers and resellers. Like I said, I hate scalpers. But a lot of these games, especially like collector's editions, older retro games, Pokemon cards, there's not that many of them. And people who can't get their hands on them, those scalpers and those resellers, they buy those up and people are like, well, I want just one. And that does make people not feel the right way. I mean, it is frustrating, right? All right, take me for instance. I'm going to keep going back to that PlayStation 5 Anniversary Pro. Y'all, I was sitting up there, me and my boys, we were waiting for this system to go on sale. Had our money in the account. Soon as you get in, and it's sold out. You see it, you put in your basket, it's sold out. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate? You have the money, you have the time. You woke up early only for you to get a big fat is you can't get it. This item is out of stock. Hell no, to the no, yeah, to the no. But it only really kind of happens for hard to find things. Now let's go back to YouTubers, right? We talk about a certain game, or we're gonna start collecting a certain thing, and then people go out and just buy them and raise the price. It happened to me, even with Neo Geo, right? I wanted this certain game. I got it now. Me and the podcast group, we were talking about this, and I said, guys, I shouldn't talked about this game because now every time I see this game, it's going up on eBay or somebody's buying these games and repost them for a high price, hoping that maybe I'm going to try to buy it. And I know that sounds a little selfish. Yeah, I will admit that. It sounds totally self-centered, right? And I would 100% admit that. But it does got me thinking. So now I kind of be careful of what I say, especially I know that the power of my videos do have, and a lot of other YouTuber videos have. It just really sucks sometimes. All right, so here's one that I was blamed last year, and I'll take a little bit of blame of it. Artificial scarcity, right? Let's go back to the great old Xbox 360, right? The store shuts down. That causes one problem. Two, people like me report on it and say you need to get these games now. These games do rise in price for a certain time. It happened with the Wii U, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. I did report on that and I added to a little bit of the hype, so I'm sorry. I apologize about that. What happens with that, right? Let's take Fatal Inertia. That game started out as like a $10 game. $10, $20. Let's just say $20 to be fair, right? It rises to over $100 and something. After Xbox 360 hype goes down, the price goes down. But at that time, resellers and scalpers, you can't really scalp a lot of retro stuff. Like I said, I love my resellers. Shout out to you guys because y'all do a great job of getting stuff out there that we need. Again, I had the game, I talked about it. I wanted other people to get the game, but some people use that, especially some resellers. They go out there, they get the game, posted, people fight over it online. It reaches a new normal, like $120. And then you go to different conventions, video game stores, and the game is like $100-something. Now, some scalpers do be at these shows, and I know one particular, but I'm not going to talk about him. I see him all the time. Say the game's $100, he raises it to $170, so people can talk him back down to like $100. But guess what, guys? Just last week, your boy found Fatal Inertia. It was complete, and look at the price, $10.49. Now, I like this. I like racing games. I love weird racing games. Games will go up, but they will come back down, but they will be a new normal. Now, that is below the price of what it's supposed to be. I don't know, but as you can see, you do have hope to find more games out there. Now, the fourth reason why video game collectors hate resellers and scalpers is they kind of sometimes take advantage of the community. Now, if you've been in this hobby for a long time, and I have, especially collecting, you remember the good old days when games were like super cheap. Side note, it is happening again with the PS3 and the Wii. So if you want to collect, get in now. Just saying. They see the community as like, oh, I can make money off these people. If I take Fatal Inertia that I know I bought for $10, my intent is not to take advantage of somebody. My intent is to get the value out of this so I can get something else that I really want. That's cool. Market value, people want to trade in market value, and that's fair. That's known in the community. But when you get, say, Fatal Inertia, and I'm going to put $100 on it because I think it's that. No. Or you have systems in place that seem like it's good, but it's not really great for the community. And they don't tend to last long. But I'm not going to talk about that. But a lot of people think resellers just focus on getting money, making a profit. That's their job. Reseller really is a job. They might like video game collecting. A lot of them do love video game collecting. I know a lot of resellers who are passionate video game collectors, but also too, they want to run a business. You don't start a business not to make money. Come on, guys. Let's just stop and think real quick. First of all, these are video games, so it's nothing to like go crazy over, right? We're not winning no awards or who is the best video game player or the best and biggest video game collector. Let's stop that foolishness, all right? We're all adults. These games are meant to have fun. That's just a little random one to say. But every community wants people to come in and add to the community. It's a lot of great people who add to the community, like YouTubers, some resellers. The scalpers, they don't add shit to the community, okay? They said they don't add.
Hell no, to the no, yeah, to the no.
Nothing. All they add is to their greed, and they take and take and take. And for newer collectors, for this reason, that can be a really discouraging thing. I see new collectors come in all the time, and I see new collectors leave, and that's heartbreaking because this is a great, amazing, fun community. When I go out and I meet people, that's the best thing ever. We sit there and talk about games. We might do some trades. I done trade with people who I met out in the community. I go to different video game conventions and meet other collectors. That's always there is collectors and resellers. I have great relationships with those people and they give good deals. Don't ever try to get over on a reseller because y'all, resellers know each other. They talk about that stuff. You try to get over on somebody, don't do that. These guys got a job. Don't, and also to my fellow YouTubers, here we go again, don't get mad at me. Don't say like, I'm a YouTuber, why don't you give me this deal? I actually heard another content creator, a YouTuber say that. I understand you have a platform, but your platform should not be used to take advantage of other people. Your platform is to educate, in my opinion. My platform is to educate and entertain. I'm goofy as heck, but I got a lot of knowledge about these video games, and I'm not scared to share it. I have different opinions than other people, and that's okay. We all don't have to have the same opinion and the same goals. Another thing is, resellers are not hurting the market. I know. Wow, right? No, scalpers hurt any market. They hurt the Pokemon market. They hurt the video game market, the sneaker market, the T-bone steak market. I mean, and I really like T-bones. Well, I like ribeyes a lot better. But they don't hurt the market. They actually help. Resellers help. Scalpers hurt.